is 8 News Now at 6.
Music fans or gang members, followers of the group Insane Clown Posse, call themselves juggalos.
The FBI has classified juggalos as a gang. Metro Police say they're here in Las Vegas, but fans say they're being unfairly targeted.
8 News Now's Vanessa Murphy has the exclusive report on this. Vanessa.
It's kind of like Deadheads, devoted fans of the Grateful Dead. Well, juggalos are fans of the Insane Clown Posse, or ICP, and police say some of them are dangerous enough to be classified as a gang. An attorney for ICP says there's about 1 million fans and a tiny percentage may be involved in crime. This gang classification is controversial.
Brandon Nicholson, nicknamed Spanky, calls himself a juggalo.
We're a family.
Like many dedicated Insane Clown Posse fans.
We're just like everybody else.
Rolling Stone describes the music of duo Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope as horrorcore rap.
It's comedy, pretty much.
But the FBI calls juggalos a gang, which this 2011 report states is rapidly expanding into many U.S. communities.
We're not bad people.
It's not against the law to be in a gang. What's against the law is committing the crimes for the sake of the gang.
Metro Police Detective Bernard Plaskett says that's how a juggalo ends up in a database identified as a gang member.
They'll tell you that, you know, hey, I'm a true juggalo. I'm a fan, but I also participate on the gang side. So self-admittance is the strongest. And the other, just being associated with, you know, several other juggalos that have committed crimes.
A police officer cannot stop someone for being a juggalo, but if there's a traffic stop, questions may be asked, especially if they have the ICP gear and tattoos like Nicholson.
This was my first hatchet, man.
ICP and their fans claim juggalos are being unfairly targeted, and they're suing the Department of Justice and the FBI for what they call an unwarranted and unlawful decision to designate a band's supporters as a gang. Here's the duo at a press conference with the ACLU in their hometown of Detroit back in January.
Discrimination based on the type of music a person listens to is flat out ridiculous and un-American.
Now you want to clean up the act and claim that, oh, you never were a gang. You see, that's bait and switch.
According to the FBI report, most crimes committed by juggalos are individualistic and often involve simple assault, drug use, and vandalism. But a small number of juggalos are becoming more organized and committing crimes like felony assaults and drug sales. Plaskett says Metro lists about 550 juggalos as gang members.
There are gangster juggalos, and there are probably the most part, the majority are not. We understand.
Plaskett says this hatchet was confiscated from a juggalo locally a few years ago, and he's taken most of this gear from kids in trouble, both at school and in their homes, within the past year. He believes categorizing juggalos as a gang helps provide awareness for police and the community.
You have to weigh the difference. Is that a juggalo gang member, or is that just a fan?
But as a fan, Nicholson says most juggalos are about music, not crime.
And me, I'm a forever ICP fan. And I'm gonna live with that, you know what I mean?
Nicholson says during a traffic stop with several friends, they admitted they were juggalos and filled out a gang card because police told them to. Looking back, he calls that a mistake. Now, 8 News Now could not confirm with Metro that Nicholson has been classified as a gang member, but Detective Plaskett says if a person hasn't been in trouble for 5 years, that information is purged and they're no longer categorized as a gang member.